and welcome to another episode. So, the idea is that we're going to work on our castle, but we are sadly out of the sandstone. And to get sandstone, we need to dig. And we, fortunately, have a big hill that we need to remove. And that should give us the sandstone we need, and a lot more, hopefully. And that's what we're starting. So if I look here, we need to basically flatten everything we see on the screen. So starting with this hill right in front here, I've been kinda digging this grid pattern into it. I feel like it's a lot easier to divide it into like a grid pattern or so, because it's a very big dig. It feels less overwhelming and daunting if we take it in smaller chunks. So here you can see we have it's split here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chunks for this hill here. Then we have, of course, all of this over here, all of this over here, and all of that over there, which I'm not certain if we'll remove. But we need to remove this at least, this part that goes along the wall here. So that's what we're doing. So in preparation for a new block called the composter, which will turn foodstuffs into bone meal. I have created this. We will have 2 composters here, and these hoppers will feed stuff into the composters, and these will take the result out. What they do is they convert foodstuffs into bone meal. So everything that we get too much of, we will simply put in here. I have put in lots of pie and cactus and stuff, and then we will end up with bone meal in here. These are how you craft them. We will craft 2 of them, so here are resources for that. I also crafted a hot pumpkin pie until we ran out of eggs. So yes, that's good. I also took some out of here because it's starting to get filled up. We will take melon out of here when we get too much, and I don't think we'll have a problem with mushrooms. It's not a fast farm, however it does work, so have enough for what we need. This is cocoa, and won't really have too much of that since this is basically a manual farm. So are these here, seeds as well, and then we have the kelp farm here, which will obviously use this to smelt things, so we won't put that over there. Vines, we will need that when we build the stuff later. And yeah, that's it. I thought I'd show you. There are a lot of interesting new things coming with the next update, 1.14, and I'm super excited for it. So hopefully it comes out relatively soon. So I'm returning with another full inventory of sand and stuff. And I forgot to mention before that first I thought that we would make an automatic system to take out the overflow from all these chests and pump it into a place. However, we have the problem that our storage room is right below, so maybe we'll just move it manually. It won't be too much of a problem. Yeah. Lots of sand. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of digging, and I've also built up the gatehouse. So as you can see, this area is a lot smoother than it was before. And this is the sign of the gatehouse, and oh no, I forgot some buttons there. Fix that later. And the design of the wall that will go all the way around later. And we will have this swan wall also all around everything in front of the big wall. And if you compare here, you can see the height difference. So we've done a lot of digging. And this have given us a lot of sandstone. We have over 2 double chests of sandstone now, so that should help. I have also done this. So this is a cactus farm. This is a very small one yet, because we're going to build more floors, because these towers won't have an interior up until something like this level. So we have all this hollow interior beneath that we won't use, so I figure we would fill that with cactus farms. And we have another one in this one. This will be the same. Tower will go up and the cactus farm will be inside. And now if we go inside here, you can see the cactus comes through here and into there, while this other farm, the cactus come here, goes up and into the same hole, which goes in here and drops into this chest. So if we go back to survival, you can see that the things will drop into that chest, which is empty of course, and then it gets split up to these 2 chests, which will then feed into 4 composters, which will create bone meal for us, and that will end up here. And this is for manual input of overflow, so when we have like a lot of cactus here or something, then we can throw it in there and then put into the system. I had to move our Christmas goat though, but that's okay. You can sit in that corner instead of that, it doesn't matter. And yeah, that is that. And these are materials for creating more cactus floors. And here you can see we have this much sandstone, which is really nice. So we're going to build another floor on this here, and I want that to be here. Like so. And see if we can get that by just destroying this wall for the moment and rebuilding it later. Like so. Then we will fill. Oh, okay, I almost fell. That was scary. So we will fill this except for the hole in the middle. Like so. Then we will put sand. Like that. We will place this in so that we don't make the water flow everywhere. We will put water in each corner. Okay, and before we put in the cactus, we will put in the fence. Oops. Like so, and then we need it here. Okay, now let's quickly sleep. And then we'll place down our cacti, sorry. And that's one floor done. So the next floor will then be not on that block, but that block. So this location on the next floor. There we go. I have built many layers of this cactus farm down to the bottom, which is below the surface. And we will build it up more when we make the tower bigger. But yeah, get some cactus farms. So I want to talk about this cactus farm. This is a really bad cactus farm design, however it looks very pretty. I think I like the checkerboard pattern, but the problem is that like when this grows there are two sides blocked off, so if this grows and the item pops off and it bounces that to that direction, it will just bounce against that block and land on top of this, which will destroy it and you won't get anything. So this is not a very efficient farm. The designs we are making in the towers are a lot more efficient, and the reason why we're making cactus farms is for the new block called composter, which can turn foodstuffs and other vegetation thingies into bone meal. And I went with cactus because it is not, the cactus farms can be rather big without costing anything, so I didn't want anything with pistons or so, and the towers are also the perfect size for the cactus farms, so it's just perfect. So I put in the buttons that I had missed, and this gatehouse is now finished, and I will show you what it looks like. So we have this big gate here with a gate at each side, murder holes in the top, and we have these hoardings on each side, and we have staircases leads into this, and through here you get to the back here, we can get up on the front wall, which will have fencing along the sides here that I have. Yet another thing that I forgot, it takes so much wood to make trapdoors, it's ridiculous. So yeah, that's the thing that needs to be done. So here we have access to the hoardings, which are matriculations almost, and murder holes, and on the front the two sides are identical, mirrored, so they're not identical, they are mirrored, whatever. And up here we have the interior, and you have plenty of arrow loops and stuff to shoot from at attackers. Here we have the walls. So as you can see, this pattern on the wall that is right here will keep going through the whole wall. And if we go down here, we have more holes. then we can go up to the top. And there's not much interesting here, but a lot of congratulations. And that's the design of this place. So that is that. They look very bare on the inside, so we might put some banners or something there later, but for now this is good. Okay. I just realized another thing I forgot to put this kind of the trapdoors on the stairs and the gatehouse as well. Oops. So easy to forget things. Okay, but now we're here, and this is the keep that we worked on in the last episode. If we go up, oh right, I forgot that we need more here. We have this, and this will be the second floor. This is the design of the layout. So one of these will be a kitchen, the other one, not sure. These will be windows. We will also have windows here. And there will be arches here into the big dining room. So I am going to spend some time to build up these walls, and I'll be back. So since we need so much wheat, and we have plenty of bone meal now, and with 1.14 and the composter we get a lot more, I built this little thing. It's not very pretty. I tried to make it look pretty and I just gave up. But it doesn't matter because this is just our farm area. And I managed to fit it in here. We still have a too wide space, so we can easily run down here. And this is it's 4 dispensers that put bone meal. It's not working. Oh, right. That's I forgot the water. Oops. Okay, so hopefully this will go a bit better. There we go. Okay, let's do it like this. So you can see that we're getting more wheat. Just holding right click. We're also getting more seeds that we use, so that's not a problem. And yeah, so this is a way that we will get a lot. So this is what we have. This stuff with the gates and the fence will go all the way along, same as on that side, but we're currently rather low on wood, we don't have much left. So we'll fix that until the next episode. And we have stairs on each side, which will lead to the 3rd floor, which will be right on this level here. And it will be done in a similar way as this floor with logs and slabs. And if we go down, we have these staircases here. This one. Invisible spider. This one is the kitchen with a chimney, which where they will cook the food. And in here there will be a staircase as well up to the next floor, because right above this, the kitchen, there will be the servants' quarters. And then on this side we have a room for the guards and a little bridge here that leads to what will be this tower will be here, and this will be the guard tower, where like the barracks where the guards live and stuff. And then on this floor up here we will have guest rooms and the servants' quarters, like I mentioned, on the sides. In the middle we will have the kind of like a living quarter, like a solar a living quarter with where we could, like a living room. And yes, and then from that floor we will have a bridge to the tower that will be on that side. So that's where both towers will be connected. Then as far as the living rooms for the people who live in this castle, like the king and queen, and their children if they have any, will be above. So yeah, I'm also thinking that this tower, the top of this tower, could serve as the dungeon where they can keep prisoners, because that was done in real life. That's where the word dungeon comes from, dungeon, which was the highest room in a castle. The room that was highest up, because while it's the room with the best view, it's also the hardest room to escape from. So sometimes it was used as for the people of the castle, sometimes it was used as a dungeon. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And until the next episode, I am going to try to build this tower up to this level and put a floor in it. And I'm also going to do the last things to the gatehouse that I missed. And I'm going to put the fences in on both sides. I'm going to put the roof in here. And then we'll build the next floor.